Hello everyone! At the boutique I work at, Made on Earth, we finally received the Beautiful Creatures Tarot, and I know a lot of us have been talking about this deck and have been waiting for the deck and had a lot of issues with actually getting our copy, whether we ended up ordering from the publisher or we ordered from Amazon, or if you order from a small independent store like the store that I work at, the boutique I work at. It's taken us a really long time to get a hold of the actual physical copies of this tarot deck, and a lot of us have been talking about this deck a lot. So this is not a review, this is just a reveal so that you can see what you're going to be getting when you purchase this deck. It is published by Schiffer, I believe. Yep, it's published by Schiffer Publishing, and I believe that Schiffer also did the Mary L. Tarot. So let me just show you right away. This is a Hay House deck, and then this is the box for the tarot deck. So it's actually quite a large box that it comes in, and the box itself is nice and sturdy. And then this is really pretty right here. And then you can see that you open it up and there's information about the artists. So J.R. Riviera created the deck, Jasmine Becket Griffith did the artwork for the deck, and then Barbara Moore wrote the introduction. So I have not read the guidebook at all. I just got the decks in the store yesterday, and so I only opened this up last night. I mean, I did open it up in the afternoon, but I didn't really get to look at it till then. So you can see that for the major arcana, there's a good amount of information. And then for the minor, we have a little bit less information, but still you've got some things to work on here. I have noticed that, with the guidebook, I have noticed that some of the names of the cards have been changed. And I am sure that they give you information as to why. But let me just tell you at least. The Hierophant is the Hierophantess now. Strength is now Fortitude. Let's see. Oh, the Hanged Man is the swinging one. There's Equilibrium. So some of the major arcana names have been changed. There are 2 bonus cards, which I think everyone knows how I feel about that, but they are included. You've got 2 wild cards. And then in place of, let me just tell you, so the court cards, let's see, I think he says here, the pages have been replaced with elements. The knights, queens, and kings have been replaced with astrological signs. So there actually are quite a lot of changes to the traditional tarot system in this deck. And you might find that if you're a beginner, this is a little confusing. However, I think if you follow the guidebook and if you have a good introductory book to tarot itself as a system, you'll probably be just fine. But this is the guidebook. It doesn't have as much information as I thought it was going to. It's only 149 pages, but like I said, I haven't read it, so I don't honestly know. I can't speak to the quality of the pages themselves. So I'm gonna just say I do have a gripe about this deck. It's a $35 deck, so I'm paying $35 for the deck, and the cardstock is really flimsy, so that is a little upsetting to me. So, and I always try to let you guys know about the cardstock so that, and the cards themselves are underneath, as you can see right here, underneath the guidebook in the box. So that's a little frustrating for me. Here is the backing to the cards. I'm not a huge fan of this backing, actually. I was disappointed with this backing, but this is what we have. So you can see that you can do reversals without knowing that the cards are reversed. So again, like the Fool is the Explorer. So card size is kind of smaller than I was hoping it would be. The Magician is the Mage. High Priestess is the Priestess. So I'm just going to show you some of the images. I was, I guess, mistakenly under the impression that Jasmine had actually created specific artwork for each card, but A lot of these images are images we've seen before and that I actually have in the Oracle decks by her. So I was a little intrigued by this, and I'm sure that some of these images she actually did create for the deck, but she put the images up before she could say they were part of a tarot deck. So that's interesting. I really was thinking that we were going to be getting like more of a deck that was, the artwork was created specifically for this deck itself. And some of the images are her newer paintings, and then you can see in some of them they are older images, which disrupts the flow for me, honestly, with Jasmine's artwork, because I'll show you some of her earlier artwork. So here's some of her earlier artwork. This is one of the bonus cards. And here's her newer artwork. So there's actually quite a difference in technique and style. So that is a little disappointing to me, I do have to say. So I'll just show you some more. But, you know, we love Jasmine's artwork. Most of us, if you follow my channel, you probably love us. So death is transformation. Temperance is the mediator. The devil is the addiction. The tower is the unexpected. So that's interesting. I love this image. Star. Here's the moon. So, yeah, so here is just a look at some of the images if you haven't purchased the deck yet and you're considering doing it. I love this image. I have this in Vincent's bedroom. Yeah, so these are some of the images. I feel like the borders, there's like a lot of border here. I feel like we could have gotten rid of a lot of the border so we could really just look at the images themselves. And again, like I said, I am feeling a little bit disappointed that I thought it was going to be really specific artwork for a specific theme with this deck. So but I haven't read the guidebook, so I'm not making a final call yet. And you know, we'll see as we all work with the deck more what we end up thinking about it. And I'm wondering why the elements are like 3 of airs instead of 3 of air. So that's interesting. And we'll find out more about that. But I just wanted to give you guys a look in at the actual artwork so you could see if you're debating purchasing this deck. I was shocked at the price when the deck came in. We've been waiting at the store for the deck for so long that I just ordered, you know, the amount of copies that I could, and I didn't look at the individual price of each deck until we got the decks in the store, and I was really shocked that the retail price, unless you're a giant like Amazon, is going to be $34.99. That's quite an investment from a tarot deck, and so that means that I'm expecting a lot out of the deck itself. And I do have to say that there are definitely some disappointments coming to the surface for me immediately. But like I said, I've just opened the deck, so I'm not going to make any firm decisions yet as far as whether I love this deck or like this deck or not. But I just wanted to give you guys a glimpse into the Beautiful Creatures Tarot if you're looking. Right off the bat, you know, I would say I would love it if they would make the price a little more reasonable. And I do feel like I actually have these images in other Oracle decks, so that's a little disappointing to me because I feel like I'm already working with these images, some of these images in Oracle decks. So I would have loved to have new images that I haven't worked with before in regards to the tarot system. I'm also a really big stickler for the authenticity of tarot. And it does kind of break my heart when we change the names of some of the key cards in the major arcana. And I know that different creators of tarot decks have their reasons for doing that, and I do understand that, but it does make me sad when the devil becomes a different name, like the addiction or something like that. So that's a little disappointing to me too. But Jasmine's artwork is beautiful. If you're a collector, and if you're a collector of Jasmine's decks, I'm sure you will enjoy having this deck added to your list of collective decks of hers. But it's going to be really interesting working with this deck. So like I said, it's an 80 card deck. You're getting 2 wild cards. And oh, it does say that there are 10 tarot layouts included. So you guys let me know what you all think of the deck. I know some of you got it or have gotten it before the indie stores received their copies. So what do you guys think about the deck? What's been your experience working with it? I think it's a deck that you're going to have to work with a lot to really get to know it, and so you probably won't see a full review of this deck from me for a while. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I'm not like overwhelmed with I'm just not blown away by this deck, I guess. It looks like it's going to be a great deck, and I'm sure I'll enjoy using it. But I'm not in love or absolutely smitten with this deck in the same way that I have been with the Tarot of the Night Sun and the Japri Tarot. So we'll see what ends up happening with this deck. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day. This is, as I'm recording this, the full moon, so I would love to say to you all blessed Espit. The full moon's in Virgo, and the sun is in Pisces, so I hope that you are having a good day finding the balance between these two signs and a level of equilibrium between the feeling space and the earthy focused creation, not creation, but the earthy focused space of Virgo. That's going to be really interesting. It's going to be a very, very cool aspect for me tonight, and I'm sure for you guys as well. So I'm sending you all much love. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.